So I want to talk about transformation. We start with desolation, some sense of separation from source. We start with the experience of recognizing that there's distress in our system, that we're navigating grief. We're not where we want to be. We are not in control of our mind or our life. We perhaps never have been. And that recognition of it's not what I want. I don't have the life that I want. That holding or that recognition of the desolation is what is necessary in order to move into the next step, which is transformation. In some situation, that transformation is accompanied by initiation, by making commitments of standing on a threshold, entering into a process. And that process is a radical shift from what we have been doing. Now, my life living as a monastic, there's a time when you go forth. You are willing to say, I am no longer willing or wanting to live according to the values that I had before. I want to go forth. And now, in this month before I'm disrobing, there is another going forth. The going forth of relinquishing the familiarity of the structure of monastic life and going forth back as a lay person. So there's initiation, the sense of moving into a threshold where the container, the practices, the aspiration, the commitments are shifting. Transformation is the willingness to meet with what is arising and to engage with it, to allow it to shift. When we build a compost bin, we make a structure that holds all of the refuge in the garden. The kitchen waste, the weeds. Sometimes we can put things in it that are extra, like coffee grains or leaves. And the transformation that takes place in that compost is when these ingredients, which were not wanted before, there was no use for kitchen waste before, or leaves, or coffee grains, or waste, or weeds. They didn't have a use. But we put them together in a structure, and we bring the ingredients of moisture, of the right mixture, of both effort to put it together and effortlessness to allow it its own time and process, patience. And one of the things that happens with compost is that we can put things in there that are vile, urine, excrement from horses or pigs or chickens. And what emerges is this rich, loamy, fragrant, filled with life substance that is tremendously supportive for growing things, for growing fruit and vegetables and trees and plants and shrubs and flowers. So the process of transformation is creating a structure and a container in our lives, bringing together the ingredients that we don't want, mixing them with qualities and virtues and practices and mental training and qualities of the heart and perspective. And through a combination of effort, of aerating it and turning it and making sure that it doesn't get too soggy or too dry, and effortlessness of letting nature do itself, of letting things unfold themselves. The desolation that brought us, many of us, to this life starts to transform. The things that we did not want start to shift. And the loam, this rich, black, fragrant, full of nutrients compost that comes from the garden, begins to be experienced in our own body, heart, and mind. For some, transformation is accompanied by significant stages of insight and flashes, tremendous clarity and epiphanies, road signs. And for others, it's like a gateless gate, where there's just the gradual, slow wearing away of stuff that no longer serves, of stuff that has been harmful, an increasing sense of ease and well-being and peace. Transformation does not look the same for everybody. There isn't a right way or a wrong way. And yet the results, a rich, vital, alive, fragrant substance is a common feature. A sense of comfort, of contentment, gratitude, a sense of appreciating the ordinariness of life and tapping into the sacredness of life, of understanding our place in this world, both in the greatness of what we have to offer and in the smallness of what any of us can contribute. Seeing the way that so many different things are all connected and have always been. This is the journey of transformation.